This all started when a buddy of mine sent over a link to this product and asked, "Can you 3D print this for me?" And usually the answer is yes, but there were two conditions. One, the part is entirely 3D printed, no additional hardware necessary, and two, the files are readily available online. This part fails both these conditions. The hook is clearly a sheet metal component, and the files aren't available anywhere. This is a product designed and manufactured by a business. Obviously, they aren't going to post their files online. But it's an interesting part, and it looked like a fun challenge to figure out how they modeled the interior mechanism and how they got the metal part inside the 3D print. So I used the pictures on their website to gauge the general size of this thing and came up with the initial designs in Fusion. Made some mistakes right off the bat, not enough clearance for the parts to slide past each other, intersecting geometry that meant the overall length needed to be longer than the original. I also tried printing the plastic spring, but that was a losing battle. There just isn't enough space to make a 3D printed spring work here. I needed something that was small and acts like a spring. Luckily enough, someone has already solved this and there are millions of them around you, so I disassembled some pens to harvest the springs. Now we have a working 3D printed prototype. I haven't told you what this product does yet. It's a chalk line hook for snapping straight lines on construction materials. It has a retractable awl, that's this pointy bit that you stick into flat surfaces where you don't have an edge to hook onto. This pointy bit needs to be made of metal or it will just break when you try to insert it into wood or drywall. My printers only print plastic, so I ordered a couple different versions of the hook from Rapid Direct. They aren't a sponsor yet, but they reached out in the past. They provide online manufacturing services such as machining, sheet metal fabrication, and of course 3D printing. So I uploaded my model and ordered a sheet metal version as well as two 3D printed metal versions in steel and titanium. Since this is a small part and a small production run, I ordered 5 of each version. The sheet metal was 5 times more expensive, believe it or not, $25 versus $5 for the 3D printed version. The parts took about 2 weeks to get to my door, not an awful lead time, and now I can figure out how to get these parts embedded into the 3D printed plastic body. My initial thought was just add a pause and bridge everything above the spring and the hook. The problem with this idea is that the spring has a higher profile than the hook, and they both need to be inserted at the same time. This means that there would be a large gap left above the hook. This wouldn't look good and would make the functionality worse. This led me down the path of designing a plastic insert that would be printed separately and inserted at the same time as the spring and the hook. This way there's a smooth surface for the hook to slide against and the next layer that encapsulates the part is fully supported. This also took a handful of iterations to figure out, but thankfully you can just peel off the top layer and recover the metal parts. I used this Dremel to sharpen the awl and here are the results. If you're struggling to come up with ideas for 3D printing, go design something that already exists. Sometimes it's easier to work on something that you know is possible because someone else already did it. If you want to check out the original product, I'll put a link in the description. I hope you like this one, and I will see you in the next one.